What is going on, guys? In today's video I will show you the best builds tier list in Path of Exile 1 Legacy of PHRECIA. I've gathered the most popular and the best meta builds in the entire game, and here they are ranked from worst to best. Of course, depending on your gear and setup, each build can go one tier up or down. And finally, if you are looking for any of these builds on the website for their path of building, then click my link in the description or the pinned comment. So moving over to the first build, which is the Lightning Strike Aristocrat, and we will place him right in the D tier. This setup harnesses the power of the lightning strikes to deliver explosive damage while capitalizing on the aristocrat's unique mechanics. This build allows the players to significantly enhance their passive skill tree, increasing quality and effectiveness of their skills. This synergy between the lightning strike and the aristocrat's bonuses provide a formidable combination of high damage output and survivability. Additionally, the build can adapt to various playstyles, whether focusing on single target damage or clearing mobs effectively. With its robust mechanics and room for customization, the Lightning Aristocrat is ideal for players who enjoy a dynamic and powerful gameplay experience. Next we have an armed Rampage behemoth build, and he is also in the D tier. This setup focuses on the unarmed attacks as it encourages players to engage enemies up close, generating a rampage attack that boosts damage and enhances survivability through fortification and life regeneration. The Behemoth Ascendancy will grant you a unique advantage, such as by increasing life gain, making it a tanky option for those who prefer to fight in close proximity. This gameplay is very engaging and rewarding, which allows the player to experiment with different unarmed skills, while enjoying a dynamic and immersive experience. And then for the last D tier build, we have the Lightning Strike Paladin that focuses on armor and stat stacking, due to its emphasis on survivability and versatile stat scaling. Our Paladin Ascendancy will provide excellent synergy with the max block mechanics, armor stacking and elemental resistance, ensuring exceptional tankiness. By incorporating omniscience or other attribute scaling items, this build can also achieve high offensive scaling, while its defensive focus makes it particularly effective for tackling high damage encounters. So overall, this build is ideal for players who want a reliable and durable character that can perform well in challenging content. Next up we have the C tier, and for the first build we got the Lightning Strike Gambler. This setup has a high risk with high reward type of playstyle, which naturally fits for the Gambler Ascendancy, which excels at providing powerful buffs with a bit of unpredictability. This build capitalizes on a crit based mechanic to deal massive damage, which makes it an excellent option for burst heavy playstyle. While its RNG based buffs may introduce inconsistency, the potential for enormous damage spikes adds an exciting dynamic to our gameplay. Then for the next C tier, we have the Dual Strike Antiquarian build. This setup stands out as a powerful and versatile option, primarily due to its innovative use of the ward both for offense and defense. This build effectively converts armor and evasion into flat ward, providing substantial global defenses that enhance our survivability. If we use unique items like the Night Grip Gloves, this will give us added chaos damage based on the ward, and it will allow the players to synergize their defensive stats with offensive capabilities, resulting in a balanced playstyle. Overall, this build combines strong defensive mechanics with impressive damage output and a streamlined leveling experience, which makes it a good choice in the current meta. Next we have Herald of the Thunder build, which is in the C tier. This setup is an excellent choice for players seeking a versatile and powerful league starter, due to its impressive clear speed, significant damage output and low cost. This build excels in various game aspects, including farming, mapping and boss encounters, which makes it adaptable for different content. With the new Ascendancy points, its effectiveness has only increased, allowing for easy leveling through skills like Rolling Magma and the Armageddon brand. The build focuses on maximizing the effects of the Herald of the Thunder, resulting in a high area damage and critical strike potential. Key straightforward gameplay mechanics make it beginner-friendly, while still offering depth for experienced players looking to optimize their performance in tougher endgame fights. Next up we have the B tier, and for the first one we are going with the Penance brand Bug Shaman build. This setup is specifically suited for the Bug Shaman Ascendancy due to its unique synergy with the life stacking and survivability. With the ability to reach upwards of 10,000 life, this build will offer a huge tankiness while leveraging brands for consistent automated damage output. Though he's more suited for softcore, its high life mechanics and strong AoE damage make it an excellent choice for most players, where with creative and durable builds you can shine in challenging encounters. Then for the next B tier build, we have the Stacking Zombies Puppeteer. This is a powerful choice for players because of its impressive damage output and survivability, making it a viable option for both leveling and endgame content. With the ability to summon multiple zombies that each deal substantial damage, subsequently, this build can easily reach millions upon millions of DPS. With proper gear and strength stacking, this build will leverage unique items like the Baron and Ghost Dance, which enhance minion performance while converting life to energy shield for added defense. Additionally, the synergy between the strength stacking and specific jewels, like the split personality and efficient training, maximize effectiveness of the character's attributes, making it exceptionally powerful in both mapping and boss encounters. Next up we have the Hexblast Harbinger build, and he's also in the B tier. This setup is a new innovative approach that combines powerful curses with unique summoning abilities of the Harbinger Ascendancy. By utilizing the Hexblast, players can inflict devastating curse effects on the enemies, which significantly reduces their effectiveness in the combat. This build excels in crowd control, as he can create hexes across multiple targets by creating a chaotic battlefield. The ability to summon greater Harbingers adds another layer of utility, by providing both damage and protection while enhancing our overall damage output. This versatility makes the Hexblast Harbinger a compelling choice for players that are seeking both strategic depth and substantial damage potential. And for the last and final B tier build, we have the Splitting Steel Blind Prophet. This setup is highly effective due to its versatility, allowing players to excel in various content types, including mapping, bossing, and farming higher tier maps. This build leverages the Splitting Steel skill, which provides substantial damage output while also maintaining a strong defensive posture through significant energy shields and evasion. Players can seamlessly transition from the leveling with Poisonous Concoction to utilize the Splitting Steel or the Lightning Strike, which makes it adaptable to different stages of gameplay. On top of this, we also get the ability to bypass blindness and increase projectile count, which enhances its performance in both boss encounters and general clearing speed. Additionally, the option to gear flexibly and target specific defensive metrics like suppression further solidifies its status as a reliable starter setup. Then moving over to the A tier, and for the first one we got the Lightning Arrow Surfcaster build. This is an excellent choice for a league starter due to its combination of speed, versatility, and minimal investment needed to reach endgame content. This build excels in various gameplay scenarios, including mapping, bossing, and farming, making it adaptable for different player preferences. With his ability to convert lightning damage to cold, the Surfcaster effectively utilizes the chilling and the freezing mechanics to enhance the damage output and survivability. Overall, the Lightning Arrow Surfcaster will offer a powerful and flexible option for those looking to thrive in the mid to endgame content. Next up we got the Earthshatter Ancestral Commander build, and he's also in the A tier. This is a high impact melee setup that combines powerful slam attacks with a totem support to maximize AoE damage and single target bursts. By using Earthshatter, the build will generate the seismic fissures that create spikes on the ground, which explode when triggered by the Warcry or the Slam, which makes it exceptionally effective for both clearing packs and melting bosses. So as for our pros, we get high burst damage, excellent area coverage, and strong survivability with armor and life leech. And overall, by leveraging the synergy between the Earthshatter, Warcry, and the Ancestral Totem, it delivers devastating explosions while maintaining a solid survivability. This setup is ideal for players who enjoy strategic positioning, impactful slams, and a high-risk, high-reward type of playstyle. Next up we have the Poison Daughter of Oshabi build, and we will place him right in the A tier. This setup is ideal because it synergizes with the life stacking mechanics that provide exceptional survivability while effectively applying poison for sustained damage over time. By leveraging unique items like the Earth of the Magi and the bonuses from the Oshabi's life focused abilities, this build will balance tankiness and reliable damage output, which makes it particularly effective for both mapping and bossing. Overall, this combination of durability and consistent damage make it a very strong, versatile choice for most challenging content. Then for the next A tier build, we got the Pyroclast Mind Polytheist. This is an excellent choice for players looking for a budget-friendly and a straightforward option. Its primary strength lies in its simplicity and effectiveness. The Pyroclast is a powerful skill that excels in both early and late game without requiring expensive gear or complex mechanics. This ascendancy will provide a valuable high-quality life improvement that enhance this build's performance, such as increasing projectile counts and better targeting, which significantly boost the damage output. This build allows for easy automation during map clearing, while still offering a powerful pre-loading capability for boss fights. Additionally, it is accessible for new players and remains competitive even with low investment. Next up we have the Cold Snap Architect of Chaos build. This setup is pretty OP due to its synergy with the Energy Shield sacrifice mechanics and the Val skill uptime. This build enables almost 24/7 uptime on the Everlasting Sacrifice, granting bonus maximum resistances, which pair perfectly with the Glorious Manatee and the Divine Flesh. Its high tankiness with the capped elemental and chaos resistances make it an unstoppable force. So overall this build combines creative mechanics like the soul cost reduction, armor stacking and reliable crowd control to excel in both bossing and mapping. And then for the last A-tier build we got the Flickerstrike Wildspeaker. The Flickerstrike build, particularly with the newly reworked Wildspeaker Ascendancy, is an excellent choice for players because of its enhanced gameplay mechanics and flexibility, allowing for a smoother leveling experience and efficient endgame performance. This build addresses the previous challenges of the Flickerstrike by enabling the player to start flickering early in the campaign without relying on a clunky gear setup. That significantly improved the frenzy charge sustain and overall fluidity in the combat. Additionally, with options for powerful gear and very easy leveling path, this build not only offers high damage output, but also a fun and engaging playstyle, which makes it a really good choice in the current build meta. Then moving over to the S tier, and for the first build we got the Power Siphon Scavenger. This is a high speed range character that is designed to clear maps effectively, while maintaining great survivability and single target damage. It leverages the Power Siphon skill, which is a wand attack that fires projectiles at enemies, with the added benefit of generating power charges on a kill. These charges will boost critical strike chance, synergizing perfectly with a crit focused playstyle. Key skills and support gems are linked with a high impact support gem, like the greater multiple projectiles, inspiration, added lightning damage and critical damage, to maximize projectile output and critical strike potential. His best skill, the Sniper Mark, is used to amplify damage against tougher enemies, while the Hydrosphere will help in chaining projectiles for increased AoE coverage. Overall, the Power Siphon is an agile, crit-focused wand build, perfected for players who enjoy fast mapping and explosive damage. With its high mobility and strategic use of the power charges, it will balance offense and defense effectively, making it a top-tier choice for endgame content. Then for the next S-tier build we have the Poison SRS Servant of Arakaali. This is a powerful minion-based setup that specializes in dealing massive poison damage over time, by utilizing Summon Raging Spirits, aka the SRS. The build will fill our screens with fast-moving minions and projectiles that rapidly attack enemies, stacking potent poison for devastating DPS. This build leverages a unique synergy between the poison mechanic and the minion play, making it highly effective for clearing maps and taking down bosses. So in short, this is a top-tier chaos damage build that excels in high DPS and rapid clearing. By leveraging Summon Raging Spirits and the Arakaali's Fang Spiders, it stacks poison at incredible rate while maintaining a strong defensive layer. This setup is perfect for players who enjoy fast-paced minion-based gameplay, with strategic positioning and poison mechanics. And then for the last and final S-tier build we got the Storm Rain Whisperer. This setup is a powerful character that specializes in delivering devastating lightning damage through a barrage of arrows that create electrified storm zones. By using the Storm Rain skill, the arrows will stick to the ground, forming beams of lightning between them that zap nearby enemies, which provides exceptional AoE control and damage over time. So overall this is a dynamic bow build that excels at area control and the lightning-based DPS. By leveraging the chaining and overlapping mechanics of the Storm Rain, it delivers high damage over time, while maintaining great mobility. This setup is ideal for players who enjoy strategic positioning and a high-paced, electrifying playstyle. So let me know what you think about his builds in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, then you definitely don't want to miss my previous top 5 most broken builds video, where I showed full build guides, so click the screen now and I'll see you in the next one.